everyone. Welcome to Deaf and Dumb. I'm Dan.
And I'm Dudley.
How was your week, Dudley?
It was okay.
It was okay. It was a little... It started off rough because our internet line got cut.
Yeah, they were doing some work down our road.
Yeah, they were digging out trenches.
Yeah, the ditches.
Or not trenches, ditches.
We're not in war, Daniel.
We're not in World War One.
World War One, World War Two.
No. Trench warfare was World War One.
They had trenches in World War Two. They just didn't use it very much.
No, yeah. I mean, trenches are generally the World War One kind of thing.
Yeah, that is mostly what.
Anyway, we're off topic.
But
anyway, they were digging ditches, which is needed.
It needed bad, but they cut the
phone line, which apparently is in the ditch.
Yeah, I don't know who's.
So our internet was off for most of this week.
Well, it went out on
Tuesday.
the worst. Yeah, Tuesday.
And so I had downloaded the Fallout 4 DLC, which came out that morning.
And I had not.
and so I had it.
And I did not.
And so I was able to play it that evening.
Yeah, I didn't. I was not able to play it. And what was really annoying is because we didn't have internet, and I didn't work that day because I was like, okay, I can stay home and work on some stuff.
Uh-huh.
Well, I couldn't do any work because I had no internet.
You had no internet.
I had no, I needed the connection to work, and I didn't have it. So I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll play Fallout. And then I realized I didn't download it, so I couldn't play.
Nope.
And it was out till Thursday?
Thursday night.
Thursday night it came back on. And
was it Thursday or Friday?
It might have been...
I think it was Thursday night. And so
no, it was Friday.
Yeah, we were sitting there and the phone just started ringing and we're like, "Oh, I guess we got our line back."
Yeah, and
I was a little concerned because, we record this podcast on Sundays.
Yeah.
And I had heard that they weren't going to get it back on until Sunday. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I hope they do, because otherwise it's going to be a pain in the ass to get this podcast up without the internet.
Yeah, we were going to have to do it and then upload it somewhere else.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping we didn't do that.
Yeah.
But so you have played a little bit of the DLC now.
Yes, I did finally get to play.
Yeah.
I played a couple hours. No, not even that. Like maybe an hour or so into it. Just started it.
I finished the story of the new Automatron, the new DLC.
Yeah.
I finished the story and fought we said machinist last week.
Mechanist.
It's the mechanist. Because we're dumbasses, and I didn't read the word.
It could be machinist.
No, it's not spelled like machinist.
No. Well, the mechanist.
The mechanist, which is a really cool and interesting character.
Yeah, that's what I think I saw an article. It's like you should play this DLC just to meet the mechanist.
Yeah, it's
which I haven't seen yet.
Yeah,
so,
I have.
I mean, I've seen a picture of him, but that's it.
I finished it. It was relatively short. Yeah. I think I might have went through the whole thing in like 3 hours, maybe.
Yeah.
But the amount of content as far as the robot building stuff is pretty substantial.
Yeah, I got to the point where you can start building.
Yeah.
And
you get the workstation.
You start doing that. I've done that a little bit, and I played with it a little bit.
Uh-huh.
But I also kind of got distracted while I was playing, so I was doing other stuff in the game, and I was just traveling.
Yeah.
From one quest point to another and crossing a map. I was like, I haven't gone through that area much, so I'm gonna walk it.
Yeah.
Even though I could have just fast traveled right to a place nearby, I decided to walk it, and I kept finding things I hadn't seen before or hadn't done, and so I was like, well, where's this go?
It's really hard for me to do that. I've done so much.
So I ended up doing that, and I ran into something I hadn't seen before, and it had a little bit of a robot thing going with it, so I was like, oh, maybe this is added. And then I was talking to you about it, and like, no, I played that before.
Yeah, I did that, yeah. I got distracted briefly because in my first play, went back to my first character, because I had like 3 or 4 different characters in this game.
I did too.
And I went back to my first one, who was like level 55-ish, I think he's 56 or 7 now.
Yeah.
But, and I forgot that I didn't really spend a lot of time building my community, the Sanctuary Hill. I didn't really clean it up or do much there, so I was like, oh, well, maybe I need to clean this place up, and I actually built my own little house and shop, which I was really happy with, actually.
Yeah, it looked pretty nice. You showed it to me. It's kind of
lined up all my power armor, because this is my, like, Iron Man character, where I'm just, like, fighting, running around. I never take off the power suit, the power armor suit in this game.
I don't ever take it off either. And,
I made other characters who didn't wear it at all,
but
this guy, he was just, like, I don't even know what he looks like. I wore it nonstop.
Yeah. I have power armor too, and I got really excited because I found because I had part of the Enclave armor. I had part
the
of
XO1.
it. XO1 is what it's called in the game. It the Enclave armor from Fallout 2.
Yeah, which is one of the best ones.
It's one of the best ones, and I had pieces of it, but I didn't have the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I had like the body and one of the arms, one leg. So I'm still missing 3 pieces.
I had 2 whole sets now.
Yeah, I found the set, and I was like super excited about it. But I was in the middle of stuff, so I had to kind of leave it. And I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna go drop off this set and go back and get it. And
I had to do that.
Set, and I'm like, oh.
I already had a set I was running around with the I had put a jet booster on it.
Yeah.
And then I found that one. I was like, well, I need one to put on display while I'm still using this one.
Oh yeah.
I also have part of a Tesla. The new one that they added was a Tesla.
Yeah.
Because I remember in the old game there was Tesla armor. There
Yeah.
was like metal armor that was energy. Well, there's a Tesla version of the power armor in this.
Yeah.
So I have like 2 arms and the body. I don't know if I assume there's a full set, but I'm going to keep an eye out.
I'm sure there is.
But yeah, I enjoyed it. I liked it a lot.
It looks like a lot of fun, and I like the armor, the robot building stuff.
Yeah.
And,
have you built your own robot, or did you upgrade
I haven't
Ada?
done it yet. I updated Ada, which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Because he starts out as kind of a slimline robot, and you just got.
I think it's a she.
Is she?
Ada?
Ada?
Ada's kind of a... And it's got
a robot. Voice. It has no genitals.
Well, I mean, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the Assaultatrons are pretty feminine.
Yeah. Well, okay, but I didn't think about what gender the robot is.
It then.
Yeah, it. I replaced her body with the Sentry bot.
Okay, yeah.
So it's got this
massive body.
Yeah, and then I gave him and he looked really funny with his face legs, but then I found some legs that were a little beefier, but it still was ridiculous. So he's got this big, massive body, and then little arms, little legs.
I went through different versions of her. I originally just kind of left her as is. I changed out the leg, because she had the weird Protectratron legs that are kind of wonky. I switched them out for the Assaultatron legs, and I matched up the arms. I think she has 2 Sentry arms.
Okay.
And a Gatling laser for one hand.
Yeah.
And a big drill for the other. And
kind of a Big Daddy thing going.
Yeah, definitely. And at one point I switched out the legs for Sentry treads, the big one.
Yeah.
But it was so ridiculous. She wouldn't fit through doors.
That's what I was wondering. I was like, because the Sentry bots are huge.
Yeah, she kept running over stuff. So I finally switched her back to the Assaultatron legs. I thought I liked that better.
I was wondering about that because I had her going with me while we were traveling. I was like, man, if she has the Sentry box legs, you wouldn't fit through some area.
Yeah, she has trouble getting through some areas. In fact, it says that in the legs description, I believe. It's like, oh yeah, you got to be careful. Yeah. She has trouble getting through things,
which is really funny.
Yeah.
But the body is having the body is hilarious because it's so big. And then it does that. In the Sentry box, you get angry and the fire
the exhaust thing.
Yeah. It starts exhausting. It just does that, but then he's just walking around, and I'm just like, this is ridiculous looking. And
I armored up with the kind of weird blast shield thing going, and all the so it bulked up that way. It's still the Assaultatron armor, but it bulked up with protection layers, and it looked she looks pretty kick-ass in mine.
I kind of giggled at one point. In the storyline, because
you giggled.
I giggled. I was like, this reminds me of the old Fallouts. That's basically what happened.
Oh, yeah, the nostalgic feel?
Yeah, the nostalgic feel. The brain bot in the computer and talking to the computer at one point.
Yeah.
I was like, this reminds me of which one is Fallout? 1 or 2, I can't remember.
I think 2 had the one where you made the brain bot.
Yeah, the brain bot, and you talk to a computer at one point, and I was like, this is so great. And, but it's great. I enjoy it so far. I'll be probably finishing that up this week, and then playing it some more, and doing more of the robot building stuff.
Yeah.
Lots of fun, as always. But yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good. It's very good.
I'm looking forward to the next ones. One comes out next month. I assume toward the end of the month.
I assume,
this one.
they haven't had
yeah,
set
they
a hard
haven't set a
date yet. So.
I mean, the last one they announced a week before it when it was coming out.
So I assume it'll be the same way.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it.
So the next couple months, we'll have a lot of replaying of Fallout.
Yeah.
Which will be nice.
I was a little surprised how short it was, but I was not, like, annoyed about it.
Yeah.
I was completely happy with the amount of content.
I think it'll be fine as long as they keep putting out content. Yeah. And they seem like they're going to do more than the ones they've announced.
Yeah.
At least
they're definitely going to be
especially with
more.
the price increase on the season pass.
Yeah.
That kind of implies there'll be more.
Yeah, there'll be more. Because without the price increase, like what they've already announced would be just the value of what it already was.
Yeah.
So like they definitely should be announcing. The implication was that they would be announcing more throughout the year. I don't know if it'll be every month for now a while, but we got 3 months worth of material for that.
Well, we talked about, I can't remember which one one of the DLCs is gonna have kind of a Pokemon element to it.
Yeah. You can capture people and monsters.
Yeah.
And
this one kind of reminded me a little bit of that because you're collecting parts.
Yeah.
It's got a parts kind of collection. You can't just build anything, and you have to find the pieces first.
Like some of them you can just build with resources, like just with the material.
Yeah.
And then some of them you have to find the piece to do it.
Yeah, and I like that.
Or like there's a weird combination. I didn't really fully understand it. I think some of them you could, as long as you had the parts, you could build just without finding it.
Yeah.
And maybe you just start with a base set. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool because you find kill the robots, get their parts, and it's like you're cannibalizing them and taking them and putting them together.
There's a whole other set of mod parts.
Yeah, and that's pretty cool. It's just another layer of creation.
Some new weapons and stuff too.
I haven't seen any of them.
Okay, there's a couple of cool new weapons. A couple of some really wicked looking melee weapons.
Oh yeah.
And I don't use melee weapons in the game, so I haven't tried them. But they look cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you have more to enjoy there.
Yeah, I definitely do. I'll be playing it some more this week.
You've been playing Pokemon Picross.
Yes, I got Picross after you did.
I kept talking about it.
Yeah, you kept talking about it, and I watched you play a little bit, and I really enjoy those logic puzzles, and so I got it, and I've been playing it all week.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it.
I was playing it at the beginning of this week. I've since slumped a little bit, but
yeah, it's kind of a weird thing because it's got the whole, you can only play so much at a time.
Yeah.
Which hasn't affected me yet.
It's kind of rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah.
It's got that freemium thing going.
Yeah.
And I was telling you earlier that, like, I don't like it I don't mind freemium games. They're free, so I get that, and they're trying to monetize it some way by having you buy their currency or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And this is like pick rights or whatever it's called.
I don't even know what they're called. They're blue cubes as far as I'm concerned.
And you're buying that so you can keep playing. And it annoys me. Like, this game, I got really frustrated because I made the mistake of spending them to get more of the whatever it's called, the little piece, the things you use to play the actual game, where you place tiles, it uses up a resource. You have a little bar.
Yeah.
And I kept spending 10 of my pick rights to fill up that bar so I could keep playing. The only problem is when I do that, I've used up those pick rights, and you have to spend those pick rights to get into the next area.
Yeah, they're sections.
So now I'm stuck in these areas, and I don't have enough pick rights to get into the next area. And the only way to get more is by replaying the levels I've already played and doing the missions, or just waiting till I get enough by doing the daily trials. And it's really, I can't play. I'll play for like 40 minutes a day, and then I'll just stop. I don't play anymore because I'm either waiting for my meter to fill back up so I can play some more, or I am waiting for the next day's challenge or training mission to get more.
Yeah, they have these little small ones for
I just don't. I get really annoyed by that shit. I would be willing to pay like $15 for the game, and then just let me play it. Let me just go through the puzzles at my own rate, and just unlock the whole game, and let me play it. And I get really annoyed about this. Oh, because the whole thing's geared toward we want to make you spend money on fake currency so that which allows you to keep playing the game. And I understand that model. I just get. And in some cases, I'm okay with it. Some games handle it better than others.
Yeah.
This one, after a while, I was just like, it felt like it was hindering me more than than enabling me.
Yeah, a lot of those freemium games, they tend to start out, you play it a lot, and that's how they get you. They get you into the game, and then the more you play it, the longer it takes to do things. The longer, if you want to keep doing it for free, which you can.
Yeah.
but it takes longer.
It takes way longer.
Like, I used to play Clash of Titans.
Yeah.
As a free
I did
iPhone
back in the
game.
day, yeah.
I played it I did it a lot. I spent a lot of time on it. But after a while, everything I built would take days to build.
Weeks.
Days or weeks to build.
Yeah.
So I got to where I play it maybe once a week, and eventually I stopped playing because I'm stubborn. If it's supposed to be a free game, I refuse to pay anything. I have never ever bought into a premium.
Never,
game.
Not even once.
Not even once. I cannot do it.
I've maybe spent a total of $10 on some.
You did it on another game on Flow. It's a little flow game, puzzle game, which I really like. I've played all of them, but the ones you pay for because I refuse to pay for it. And I was like,
well, I did the same thing. I burned them all up, and then I paid $3 or whatever it was.
I don't even mind like watching ads to get the stuff. That doesn't bother me. No. I can ignore it for 30 seconds while they play.
I'd rather them do the ads than
try to get you to buy it.
Get me to spend $2 on
so
a pack.
It's a whole. I mean, nowadays a lot of places do it. Even Metal Gear Solid has some premium elements to it, even though it's. You pay for the game, but they have other things you can buy into it.
Yeah, I just don't care about that. I already bought the game. I honestly would rather have paid $15-20 for Picross, and then just have the whole game.
Yeah.
Don't make me pay more. Don't make me, wait and manage when I can play the game. Just let me manage my own time to play the game. And
but that's how they your time is valuable.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, well, you can pay us, and we can give you more time.
And I understand if you're less of a hardcore gamer and where you just want to play, you play it every once in a while. It's great. But if you're like me, where it's like I have this amount of time, I'm gonna hit it hard.
Yeah.
I play for 40 minutes, and then I'm like, well, I can't do anything else. I have to wait.
It hasn't affected me yet because I don't.
You're still early in.
Well, I'm still early into it. It's about to affect me, but it hasn't quite yet. I've noticed I'm low on the Picross, whatever it is. Picross. I'm low on it, so I can't actually advance to the next area.
Yeah.
But I'm still doing other little things, so it hasn't affected me yet. Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't been playing it much because of that.
That aside, the puzzle game, I really enjoy it.
I do like it.
I really like it.
I like the way it challenges me, and I like the way the logic works.
Yeah. It's
some
really
of them are pretty
fun.
hard.
Yeah, I can see some people wouldn't like it. If you're not into logic puzzles or anything like that, you're probably not going to enjoy it. But I like it, and the Pokemon theme makes it more entertaining as well. Yeah. Even though half the Pokemons I don't know what they are because they're from the later games.
Yeah,
but
I get annoyed because there's a bunch. You get to the point where you're doing bigger than 10 by 10 levels. They're like 15 by 15 and 20 by 20, but you don't have Pokemon that can do anything. I have like a goal of like 3 or 4 Pokemon that can work.
Yeah. I only have one.
And I'm like, and 2 of them are the same type, so they do the same moves. So it's redundant to have both.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I think it needs a little work, but
it's fun.
It's fun.
I probably will. It'll probably tail off, and I probably won't play it as much once I get to the point where it's like I can't progress very much. I am enjoying I think my favorite part is they have little pieces you get for the mural.
Yeah, for the mural.
I really like the mural, and I'm totally getting the pieces for that.
That's always the first thing I go for on every mission. If it has one of those mural tiles, I go for it. I want to finish that mural.
I've been trying to get the mural pieces, but I think I've got all of them so far.
Yeah,
I'm
got all the ones I can get right now.
Yeah, and so I'm excited to see what that. I assume it'll be some big Pokemon you can get. And you'll get it. But
I think it's like multiple Pokemon. It's like a big mural of a bunch of different ones.
Oh, really?
I think that. Of course, there's 2 of them.
Yeah, there's 2 of them.
Yeah, I think that's my implication. From what little pieces I've seen,
I assumed it was going to be some big legendary.
No, I don't think so. I think it's just like it's more of an aesthetic thing of just like all putting together a puzzle one piece at a time, where it's this giant thing, amalgamation of a bunch of different Pokemon.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I've been playing the shit out of Stardew Valley.
Stardew Valley.
Yes. It's all because of Josh, who was playing it. It came out a couple of weeks ago. He's been playing it. He was on Steam like nonstop for 2 weeks playing this game, and I kept looking at it. And I've heard nothing but great things about it.
Well, give us a little rundown what Stardew Valley is.
It's a farming sim. It's basically Harvest Moon. It's a new version of Harvest Moon.
Is it made by the same people? Or
I
different
don't
people?
think so.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I didn't look into it. I don't think so. But it's basically, if you've liked Harvest Moon, this is basically a more adult version of it.
And it's on Steam.
It's on Steam. It's only on Steam for PC, and it is. I have
coming out for.
I have no idea. I haven't looked.
You should do research. On
I should, but I spent the entire time before this playing Stardew Valley.
Yeah, you gotta research it and tell us about it so we can give information to our audience.
I have lots of player experience. I can talk about that.
Okay,
but
so
as far as who made it, I know it was published by Shucklefish, who's the people who produced what's the name of it?
Did they do FTL?
No, they did. They did. It's not Starbound. It's like Terraria, but it's the space
Starbound.
one.
Yeah.
I think they did Starbound.
Yeah, that sounds right.
That's where I know they published it, and another company made it.
Yeah,
but
different developer.
Yeah, it's a beautiful game.
Mm-hmm.
Nice
it's sprites.
Yeah, lots of sprites, lots of pixel art and stuff, and I gotta take care of them crops, Dudley. I gotta plant them. I'm checking the weather every day, and I'm finding out, is it gonna rain tomorrow? If it rains tomorrow, I don't have to water my crops, and I can go do other things. I can spend all day in the mine, or I can go to the beach and pick up shells, and I don't know. It's taking over my life. I bought it. I got it on. I was gonna buy it earlier, but because our internet was out, I couldn't. And so, when on Friday we got our internet back, I immediately went. I thought, the Fallout DLC will keep me from buying it, but I would already finished the story of the DLC, so I immediately went. As soon as the internet was back on, I went and bought it and downloaded it, and I started playing it that night. So I started on Friday. It's Sunday now. I probably have over 20 hours in this game.
Yeah. 20 hours?
Yeah.
You've only been playing 3 days?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to, we were watching Daredevil season 2.
Yeah.
And we started at the beginning. Well, of course, our internet went out, so we couldn't do that.
Yeah.
And then I have, the last 2 nights, I have been sitting here playing Stardew Valley, and I don't know if I want to keep playing it, because I'm like, I just want to go one more day. I got to take care of this tomorrow. I got to take this piece to the blacksmith tomorrow. I'll do that first, and then there's always something else. Or, my crops are about to, my corn's about to come in, and I can't stop playing. It's so hard for me to stop playing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, do I want to keep playing this, or do I want to watch Daredevil? And so I haven't even been able to finish the season of, Daredevil, because I keep playing Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
Oh man, I like it so much.
Yeah.
I will be playing this game at least a whole another week.
Yeah, I will probably give it a try. I had Harvest Moon. I borrowed it, I think, from Josh at one point, and I just could not get into it.
Oh.
But Stardew Valley does look interesting. I had actually seen it before you mentioned it to me, and I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. But then I ended up going to Factorio, which I haven't played this week.
Yeah.
I've been playing Picross.
Yeah.
So I'll hopefully get back to Factorio, and I can give a little more in-depth thoughts on that. But it looks interesting. So what all can you do? You can
do everything, Dudley.
You can mine. You can grow
whatever
things.
your heart's desire. You can do it.
So
the way it's set up is you have there are like 28 days in a month. It might vary, but each month is just a season. Rather than having 12 months, you have, I assume it's only 4 months, and so you start in spring. You have 28 days of spring, and then you have 28 days of summer, and then fall. I'm in fall right now, and then I'll get in winter. And each season there's different berries and nuts you can forage and you find. There's a whole collection thing going on.
Yeah.
There's just I won't ruin it, but there's this little thing where you're bringing these resources to these people. So there's this collecting.
There's a town.
There's it's a whole town, and there's people you interact with. You can bring gifts to people. There are single ladies or men that you might court. I got a little distraught early in the week because the lady I was courting, I couldn't find her. I never could find her. I went a week without seeing her because I was like, where is she? I want to give her gifts. I got these berries I picked. I want to give it to her, and she'll like me more.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find her. I couldn't figure out her schedule.
Yeah, I think I remember reading a review, and it was talking about how there's this whole element of figuring out people's schedule, and so you can trade with them.
And it changes from season to season.
Yeah, and that one guy was complaining because he said there's so many characters that it's kind of hard to keep track of it all.
Yeah, it took me a little while to learn them all, and then I realized there's a list in the menu. There's a list of them all, and like to show your relationship status with them. That helped me a lot because they would give me I'd get a quest off the bulletin board. It's like, bring me some fish or bring me some, because you can fish in the game.
Yeah.
And there's river fishing and lake fishing and ocean fishing and as well as mining.
See,
and the mining is like a weird level. Like there's levels in the mine, and you fight things, and it'll open up the door to the next level. And I'm only like 60 levels down.
60?
Yeah, and that's not the bottom. There's apparently a bottom. I assume it's 100, but I don't know. And you're fighting stuff in there with you're getting weapons and armor and rings, magic rings.
Okay.
Oh, it just scratches so many itches. But it's most of it's like time management because there's only you only have so much time in a day, and you're like you got to do the shop. Certain shops are only open at certain times, so I'm like, okay, I've been all that night in the mine, so I got these resources. I need to take over some of it I need to take over to the library to donate it to get put on display. Some of it I need to get take to the blacksmith so he can break it open and see if I got anything. And so, but they're only open at certain times, so I got to get there, and then I got to go by the shop and buy some more seeds so I can plant them. So every morning I'm like watering my plants, checking on my chickens. I got 2 chickens, Gordy and
2.
Zappa.
Because last time I talked to you, you only had 1.
Yeah, I have 2 chickens now. I might be buying some more, but Zappa and Gordy are my chickens, and and so I'm checking on them, rubbing on them, make sure they have food.
Wait, rubbing on them?
Yeah, you go out and pet them, and it makes them happy.
Okay.
Yeah, and I go and pet on my cocks, and and I water my plants. I check my dog, make sure he's cool, make sure he's got water, and then I run into. But usually by then the shop's open, so I go to the shop, check the bulletin board, check the calendar, see if someone's birthday is today, because I want them to get them a gift on their birthday. And
so besides like marrying or creating a couple and stuff, what are benefits of getting on someone's good side and making them happy?
I don't know. They'll let you into, like, if they have a house all to themselves, or even if they share a house with other people, you can get into their rooms. Like once that you become friends with enough, you can come in. You can go hang out with them. I don't know. I haven't got that far in the relationship stuff. I know it's like in Harvest Moon where you can like eventually get married.
Yeah.
And I assume have kids. I don't know. I don't know how far it goes or but there's so much stuff.
Yeah.
And just
it's just thinking about it kind of reminds me of a lot of like Animal Crossing and
a little bit, yeah.
A more complicated version.
It's a way more complicated version
so that's interesting. And I like Animal Crossing.
I like Animal Crossing a lot.
Because it reminded you of that, I was thinking that, our mom plays my Animal Crossing, or she did for a long time.
Oh, she played longer than we did.
Yeah, she played it for a good year and a half or so, and we played it for a couple months. But she played it a lot longer than we did.
I probably put 3 or 4 months in.
Yeah,
and she was still going.
She's still going. She loved the fishing and stuff, and I was like, she would love this game, I think.
Yeah. Well, I thought so too. The fishing's a little hard.
Is it?
Yeah, because it's got this weird mechanic where one you throw you cast out, and then you get a hook. You hit something, and then if it's a fish, a little mini game pops up where you have a fish moving up and down a bar, and you're holding them out. When you hold them out, you have a little green bar that moves up along behind the fish, and you want to keep that green bar lined up with the fish who's moving up and down a lot. And then you have a meter, and as long as he's behind it, your meter's going up. But if he's not behind it, it goes down. So you're trying to get that meter to full, and then you catch it. But it was hard. It took me a while to get used to it, and even then I suck at it.
Yeah.
Man.
Well,
I like this game a lot.
The only issue is it's on PC, and the thing with
Yeah, the last Animal Crossing was
it's
on
her
DS.
On her DS, so she could play it. And in fact, we got her that
Yeah,
for
we
Christmas
bought
one year.
her. Yeah, for was it Christmas or a birthday?
It was Christmas.
Yeah,
we
bought her. We bought her a 2DS and a copy of Animal Crossing,
and she played the hell out of it.
Yeah,
I don't know how many hours.
Because we're the best sons in the world.
Well, because she just saw us playing it, and she was really intrigued. She loved the fishing. And
she would come over and see what fish I caught.
Yeah,
and be like,
she was like, and then we were gonna get her a crock pot. That was what the original plan was. She was like, I need a crock pot, and we were like, okay. And then,
or
and
you
then
could just give me this.
And then she was like, I want this, and we were like,
what?
And I wasn't sure she was serious, and
I
was like, okay.
I didn't care. I was on board.
She said she wanted it, so we were like, okay, and we went and got it, and she was completely surprised because she didn't think we'd actually do it, and we all pitched in on it.
Yeah, me, you, and Robert we all pitched in, and we bought it for her.
Yeah.
The console and the
and
Dad
the game. Pitched in too.
Yeah,
so
we all went in and got her
one big present for her. And she loved it.
She loved it. And she
didn't get a crock pot till the next year.
Yeah. Well, you got to, food or entertainment. You got to pick one or the other.
Yeah, and we tend to go for entertainment.
But yeah, so.
But yeah, I may give it a try. I may play your copy of it, or after
if I ever stop.
If you ever stop, I'll play your copy of it. And
it's taken over my life. And I just want it more all the time. I think about it. I've been thinking about it all weekend.
Yeah. How much you play today?
I have. Let's see. I got up.
Because today's Easter.
Today's Easter. So we were having special Easter lunch.
Time to spend with family.
It's with family. I got up, took a shower, and saw that there wasn't anything going on yet, and I immediately turned to my computer and started playing.
Mm-hmm.
And I played for about an hour, and then it was like lunchtime, so I went and ate lunch, talked to the family a little bit, and then as soon as things were wound up, I had pie, and I went immediately right back to playing.
Yeah.
Played for another 40 minutes, and then they asked me if I wanted to play dominoes. So I went and played dominoes for an hour or two. And then immediately went back to I didn't even close it. It was still open. Yeah. I paused it, went and played the game, came back and started playing it again. Yeah. And I played for another hour or so, and then, we did some egg hunting stuff.
Yeah.
And then, and then literally, and you came in and said, hey, we need to do a podcast. And I'm like, yeah, okay, let me finish this day. And, honestly, you were lucky because I was like right at the end of the day, so it saves it when you go to bed. It saves, so I was like, I guess I should stop now because if I don't, I will go. I had to pull myself away from this game.
Yeah, you know how much gaming I've done today?
None,
like a little bit.
You played Picross.
I played Picross for like 30 minutes.
I probably have like
30-40 minutes this morning, and that's it. And the only reason I did that because I got up early, and and I had my coffee.
I easily have 4 or 5 hours of Stardew just today.
Yeah, you have to because you already got 20 hours this weekend.
I was up. I was up till 11 o'clock last night playing, and I had to pry myself away because I wanted to watch some Daredevil.
Yeah,
and I watched an episode or two, and then it was like 1 in the morning. I was like, I should go to bed. Yeah. But. Oh man.
Yeah, I will definitely. I'll probably check it out and give it a try and see if I can get into it. I probably won't buy it. I'll probably play your copy first and see if I like it.
You will like it.
I don't know.
It's $15.
Yeah,
it's $15.
Really? That's it.
It's $15, and it's super worth it. If it was $30, I would buy it.
Yeah, well, that's what I expected.
No, it is like $15.
Okay,
so buy it.
Yeah,
just buy it and play it.
Yeah,
everyone who listens to this should buy it and play it, and you will thank me.
Mm-hmm. What if you're not into that kind of game? Should you buy it?
You will be after playing it.
I don't know. I can see
it hooks you.
I mean, that's the same thing. It's like you and Josh both play Harvest Moon. You're really into it, and I couldn't get into it, so that's why I'm hesitant to get it right away.
I think you'll get into it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll give it a try.
Our tastes are slightly different.
Yeah, I will give it a try. I wanted to, like I said, I looked at it before, and I thought about it, but then I ended up getting something else completely.
It's so good. Yeah. I'm like, as soon as this is done, I'm going back to playing it. Like, we're gonna finish this podcast.
I'm gonna do the stuff. I'm gonna do the podcast. Yeah,
I'm gonna do the editing and that stuff.
Yeah,
and I might even play it while I'm letting it run and do a thing. I'm gonna be playing it. I'm gonna play this to the rest of the night. I know it. At some point, I might pry away and watch some more Daredevil, but this game is taking over my life right now. It's all I want, Dudley. I want nothing else.
You gotta stop and eat, Daniel.
I will do that.
You cannot live on digital substance alone.
Sustenance. I might. Why can't I? I'm growing fruits and veggies, Dudley. I've got a full.
You'll never be full, Daniel.
I got lots of corn coming into harvest. I'm growing cranberries right now.
Of course you're growing
some pumpkins. It's the fall. You know how much I love cranberries.
I know, of course you're.
As soon as I saw the cranberry seeds, I'm like, yep, this is what I'm growing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So how much? Okay, you have land. I assume.
It's a huge plot of land.
Do you start out with the full plot?
Yeah, you have the whole plot, but it's all overgrown.
Yeah,
and
so
trees, and as you're going, it's growing more. It's constantly like seeds are falling off the tree, and they grow into more trees, and then there's grass constantly. So I'm constantly like cutting this stuff back, and when I need more room, I cut it back a little bit. And as the farm grows, I need more room. I got to build this something or build a chicken coop. And you have to cut back the woods, and you also need the wood and the stones, the resources you gather from it. So it's a big plot of land. I'm using maybe a fifth. I'd be surprised if I'm using a fifth of the land right now. And it's a big plot of land, but it's all overgrown. And like I said, the longer I sit there with me not going into it and cutting it down, it keeps growing.
Yeah.
And so
it's like kind of real life.
Yeah, like in real life, I'm managing the land. And this is why it's taken over my real life.
You ain't no kind of man if you ain't got land.
You ain't no kind of man if you ain't got land.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's been a good weekend.
Are you gonna play anything else this week? You're gonna keep playing.
It's kind of taken over my life. I don't know if I'll ever play anything again.
Ever. I doubt that.
It's got its hooks in me pretty good.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless something comes around and right now until I finish Daredevil, this and Daredevil is all I have on my mind right now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Daredevil won't last forever.
Yeah, I got how many episodes this season? 13. So I have 4 or 5 episodes left.
Yeah, I finished it already. I finished it last night.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great. Oh, yeah. But this is not a
this is not the time.
This is a gaming podcast.
Yeah, this is a game contest. We could spend the whole episode talking about Daredevil, and we could talk about, because we saw Batman v Superman yesterday.
Yeah, and we could talk about that. We're not going to get into that.
We're not going to get into that, because I could rant for an hour just about that.
But anyway, moving on. What else?
Well, I mean, there wasn't a lot of news this week.
Not too much.
Not a ton. There was something. This happened toward the beginning of this month. There was the announcement. Microsoft announced they were canceling Fable Legends, which was going to be like a multiplayer version of Fable.
Kind of an MMO.
Well, is it? I didn't know if it was an MMO or not. I assume it was.
I mean, if you're...
Yeah.
I mean, almost all exclusive multiplayer is almost MMO. Even shooters have some MMO elements to it.
And they canceled it, which... I was not. I kind of forgot they were even making it.
Yeah, I did too.
But they also, with that announcement, they said they were in talks and planning to shut down Lionhead Studio.
Yeah,
like it was going
they
were
away. Shutting it down.
They're shutting down Lionhead Studio,
which
sad. I was a little sad about, mostly because, this week, Black and White, the first one, turned 15.
It was the first game made by Lionhead.
Yeah, the first game that Lionhead made turned 15 this week.
It's been 15 years since it came out.
And we played that game a lot.
I really enjoyed it.
I
love Black and White. I love Black and White 2.
Black and White 2 was great, too.
And it's probably my favorite game they've ever done.
Yeah, I like the Fable games.
I never got into them.
They were, good old Peter Molyneux. Yeah. You ignored Peter Molyneux, which is the best course of action on anything. You can and your expectations don't go blow out of whack. The Fable games were great. I played the first one a lot back on the Xbox, and then I've played 2 and 3 both. 3 was a really surprise how good it was. There was some changes there I really enjoyed.
Yeah, I remember you playing it and talking about it and enjoying it, and it intrigued me, but I never. See, I always have issues because I like to play things, in order, you know?
Yeah.
Like, if there's a trilogy of games,
Yeah.
I like to start with the first one, work my way through it.
Even though these aren't really connected.
Whether they're connected or not. And so it's kind of hard to me to just jump into it again, which I'm having that issue now because Uncharted 4 is coming out.
Yeah, and
I want to play the other
I want to
three.
play the other.
But I don't own them, and I don't have the money for them, so, and I really don't have the time to play them all. But so I may have to just break it and just jump to 4.
Yeah.
But so I never. Once I got behind, I never played them. I tried to play Fable at one point, and then I
played them all. I liked them. They were never like everything that Peter Molyneux promised.
Because he's
a big old liar.
I don't know if
he's
he's
so
lying
enthusiastic.
when he says that. I think he
honestly believes that he can do it, and I think he's very optimistic.
He's very optimistic.
And very enthusiastic, but he never delivers.
He never delivers.
He
oversells.
He oversells
really
everything. And
you've been burned a little bit.
I'm kind of over him. I was pretty over him already.
Yeah, but you believed him one more time.
Because he left Lionhead, which he co-founded Lionhead.
Mm-hmm.
He left Lionhead. He formed his own company, 22 Cans, and
that's the name of it. 22 Cans.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's 21 cans taken?
I don't know. I don't know what. I'm sure there's some. 22 energy drinks or something. I don't know what it is, but that's the name of his company. And they made one game I don't even know anything about, and then their first game they did a Kickstarter and did Goddess, which they did in 2013. It was released originally in 2013. It's still in early access.
Yeah.
It's not finished. I own it, and I'm really annoyed about it because I played it a little bit, and that was like the downside of me getting out of buying early access.
Yeah.
Is that like I bought it and it changed like 3 or 4 times while I was playing it, and I just kind of got annoyed and tired of it. And then also it just wasn't a complete game. It never has been a complete game.
Well, he's not even working on it.
He's not even working anymore.
He's moved on to another project.
Yeah, well, and he's gone off and come back, and they've actually scaled down the company to just a few people. Like basically they were running out of money. And now they have another game called Goddess Wars, which is a strategy game version of it, based off it, which I think I have a free copy because I bought Goddess. But the whole thing's super shady. They also went off and made a mobile version and stopped working on the PC version because the mobile version was going to be one of those freemium bullshit things, and that to make more money. And the whole thing was shady. And it
sounds like they were just trying to get more money to just play around.
Yeah,
and that's one thing he's always been interested in is trying new things and doing, and that's why he's so optimistic. But doing stuff like that costs money.
Yeah,
and if you don't have a steady source of money, you're always fighting to get money. And I think that's his downfall.
It's 3 years in and it's still in early access.
Yeah,
it should have been finished.
Ridiculous.
It's not that complicated of a game.
Yeah,
and I don't even. For a while, every once in a while, a few months, I might jump on it just to see if it's changed, but I don't even look at it anymore. I don't ever expect it to be finished.
Yeah.
And when it does, I'm over it. I don't think even when it does get finished or whatever, quote unquote, I don't think I'm gonna care.
Yeah.
And so I'm really kind of bitter about it, but Black and White was a great game.
The concepts of Black and White, the humor in Black and White is so...
It's a little crude.
It's a little crude. It's also borderline absurd and silly. But it's just...
And just the fact that you're a hand.
All you are is a hand.
And
you're a god.
You're like grabbing your people, and if you feel like it, you can just throw them.
Just for anyone who doesn't know, if you have not played Black and White, you should go back and find a copy and play it.
Yeah, I don't even know if you can get a copy somewhere.
I don't know where. I know it's highly requested on
GOG.
In
the GOG?
GOG.
I don't know. I don't know if that stands for something.
Yeah,
GOG.com.
Yeah, I think it's like Gear of Game or something like that. Yeah. I don't know. But GOG is like one of their highest requested games, but it's not on there.
Yeah.
If you can find a copy of it, play it. At least get Black and White 2.
Yeah.
It's even better because the graphics and all that's better.
Yeah, it's better, and it has more of a city building, town building, and strategy elements to it.
So basically the game is you're a god, and you have an island of people, and you're kind of get followers and get better. And you can either be good or bad.
Yeah. It was like one of the first, it was the first, moral games,
yes,
where you had the good and evil thing going.
And so you can do really nice, pleasant things, and the game will change based on your morality, and that's
how
so great.
The aesthetic of how you also get a giant monster,
and you get a giant
that
creature
grows in power and size,
who can also be good or evil, his appearance will change based on that, on what you spend time with him doing.
Yeah.
And you teach him good and bad behavior.
You can teach him to be like a vegetarian and eat just grass.
Or you can eat his own poop.
Or you can have him eat his own poop,
which is gross.
You
can do it.
Somebody had like a like a wolf who was like overweight, and ate his own shit.
Yeah, he can be muscular and strong.
Yeah, you can get him strong,
be skinny and weak and
or
little,
you can make him fat.
big. I mean, it's great, really fun. Go back, play them, enjoy them.
At least
hopefully
get two. Two's a better game, I think.
You probably be easier to find two.
Yeah.
2 is a better game.
Yeah.
Same concept, pretty much the same thing, similar story. Just go and get to Black and White 2.
Yeah. The only thing my biggest problem I think I had with 2, and I don't know if I know there was a deal like an expansion for it. I don't know if it added this or not. But the first one, I think the first one, at some point you could switch out your creature for a turtle.
Yeah.
And I wanted the big evil turtle.
I think they added a turtle into it.
I don't know if they did or not.
I thought they had an expansion. I thought they added it.
And they might have. I don't think I got it. But okay. I probably almost would have just for the turtle.
Yeah.
Because I want a turtle.
But
turtles are cool.
The war turtle.
War turtle.
But yeah, great game.
No,
really, I'm really sad. I wonder. I'm curious what's going to happen with that.
They were working on a Black and White 3, but it's been canceled.
Yeah. Well, Lionhead was.
Yeah.
Oh, I hadn't even heard about that.
Yeah, I didn't either. I just saw it on their list of canceled games.
Well, hopefully, Microsoft owns it, so hopefully they're smart enough to get another studio to make it. Cause
it seems like if they had already tried and it didn't work, I'm very...
Well, yeah.
Maybe they'll sell it to somebody and they'll make it. I don't know.
That would be great. Maybe they can license it out.
I don't know.
Do a, kind of...
I would love a Black and White 3.
Like Bethesda did with New Vegas.
Yeah.
License it out to a third-party company to do it. I would love for them to make another one.
Yeah.
Really, like I said, it's my favorite Lionhead game. Hands down.
Yeah. I liked Fable, but if I had to pick, I would take... I mean, that's pretty much all they've made is Black and White and Fable games.
Yeah.
And
because they were making Fable games, they really didn't make any more Black and White.
Yeah.
So I was like, I just wanted them to make more Black and White.
I'm looking at their games list right now, and it's entirely Black and White, Fable, and then they did the movies. You remember that game?
Yes,
the game where you made it terrible. It's terrible, but it was kind of had a weird charm.
Yeah,
but it wasn't that good of a game.
It was so bad.
It was a game where you made movies.
Yeah, it's so bad.
And it was
it was one of those things where I thought it was much more than it actually was, and when I actually got into it, being a filmmaker, I was just like,
it's a game where
I want
can make
more
movies.
Control, and there was no control. I was just like,
it was weird.
It's just cookie.
It was a weird game. It was an interesting concept.
Interesting, but terrible game.
Yeah.
But it's sitting on my shelf. I still own it. But yeah, so Lionhead, you made a couple of really good games.
You made some
15 years ago.
Yeah, you made some really great games.
And we're sorry to see you go.
I'm sad to see it go, but they've been, let's be honest, they've been kind of dead.
Yeah, they haven't
already for a while. I mean, I wasn't really ever expecting
the last
out
Fable
of them
game
again.
didn't go over super well.
I don't even remember what the last one.
It wasn't 3.
Well, there's 3, and they had like something called.
It was a multiplayer kind of thing, but it didn't go over very well.
I played 3 was the last one back in 2010, and I liked it a lot because they did some stuff different that I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
Because it had the whole, you become king kind of thing, and you could be a good ruler.
I remember
because you start off as a rebel.
Telling me about it,
your brother's the king, and you're trying to take the throne from him, and oh man, the way it flips on his head is great. It's great.
Yeah,
but
I remember you telling me about it.
I enjoyed it a lot. But I'm sad to see it go. But like I said, I really didn't ever expect anything from them anymore.
Yeah,
as sad as much as I would love to see a Black and White 3.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of I just assumed it was never going to happen.
Yeah, it probably will eventually.
I'm not that optimistic.
I would hope it eventually happen because they don't let you have a good IP. You're not going to let it go.
I just don't know if it's good enough. I don't know if it's big enough or mainstream enough. I don't know, but I would love to see it. I don't think it's going to happen.
If they could put some kind of multiplayer element to it, they could probably bring it into something like you could fight other players with your
god.
Your god. You build up your god.
That would be cool, but I don't know. I'm very
have battlegrounds or something.
I'm skeptical. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah,
but
I would like it too.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Anything else in the news?
This week some more details. Again, going back to the same subject we talked about, Pokemon.
Yeah.
Pokemon Go.
Oh yeah.
They've released a few details on it and a couple of stills from it. Anyone who doesn't know, Pokemon Go is a mobile app.
Yeah.
So it's going to be on iOS, iPhone, or Android.
Yeah.
That is essentially a augmented reality kind of game.
Yeah. Because it uses the camera, and you
Yeah,
point at stuff, and it digitally puts in Pokemon, right?
I
Is
don't
that
know
the idea?
to what extent it is.
I don't know.
It has an element of that, but I mean, not a lot out there. But basically, they've released some details. So it basically you can travel around. You go outside. This game requires you to go outside.
Like in real life.
Real life, and not
because it uses your GPS location.
It uses GPS locations, and you basically go travel around and find Pokemon and catch them.
You think there'll be any in our backyard?
Oh yeah. They said it doesn't matter where you are, that you'll find Pokemon, and it may be common stuff. Kind of like in the Pokemon game. You'll see tons of Rattatas and all that, Pidgeos, and all that stuff. So the common ones will be really common, and then there'll also be rare ones in certain areas you have to go to. And they're supposedly gonna have you can go to like special public locations to find events and stuff. But it works just like that. I'm not real clear on it's not really a battling thing. I think you're just collecting Pokemon.
Yeah.
And as far as I can tell, there's no actual fighting. Well, there is, but it's not like you
don't
directly
control it.
Yeah. And you just go around. You can catch Pokemon. And even I think I saw something. I'm not sure how. And this was early on. That there's some kind of watch thing you can get to catch.
Yeah, I don't know
about that. But
an extra device.
Yeah, that you can
that pairs with your.
Yeah, then it'll tell you when you're near a Pokemon. You can try to catch it and look at it later.
Yeah.
But anyway, so there's the whole thing, they're Pokemon. You catch them. You can trade them with other people, so you can get some that are not in your region.
Yeah.
You level up. You as a trainer level up.
Oh, instead of Pokemon? Okay.
Yeah, basically.
And that makes it easier to catch things?
Well, it makes it as far as I can tell, it's not hard to catch things. You can catch better things. Yeah. The higher level you are.
Yeah.
But it's kind of interesting because it encourages traveling around. There's also a kind of a community element to it.
Yeah.
Where your local area can have a gym, and you basically kind of fight for control of that gym.
Oh,
so
okay.
You
like King of the Hill type thing?
Yeah, well, it's one of the things where you assign, the way it's described is you assign Pokemons to it.
Okay.
And so it's like a gym leader or whatever, and those Pokemons will fight to defend the gym.
Okay.
And if someone wins it, they gain control of the gym.
And then they put their own Pokemon?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So it's kind of interesting.
I'm really intrigued by this. I mean, of course, the biggest draw of Pokemon is just the collecting things.
Yes,
it's why I played the original game.
Yes.
It's why I bought the cards.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, that's a lot of it is just like being able to, and the fact that you're going out in the real world is really cool. And, the augmented reality stuff's kind of cool. I'm really fascinated by that stuff.
I'm curious how well that will work.
I don't know. I've seen some, the 3DS does some really cool stuff with their augmented reality stuff. And
they're apparently working with Google on this. Google is a big backer on it, so I'm guessing that has with the mapping system.
Yeah.
They'll be using Google. And
I'm really intrigued by it. Is there a release date on it yet?
Is there a release? There's not a release date. It's the earlier stuff is supposed to come out this year. But so I assume it'll be this year at some point.
Mm-hmm.
They're supposed to start live testing soon in Japan.
Yeah, okay.
And then, in theory, a month or so after that, it'll release.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting. I don't know if it's going to cost money or if it's going to be some kind of freemium thing or what. But looks interesting. Looks like it could be fun. Maybe for a little while, you kind of play it around, see what Pokemon's in your area.
Yeah. I'm really intrigued. I just want to keep, like, we live out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of curious to see what I can find just out here. Will there be stuff that's only in my area? Because, it'd be nice knowing that because we live out here in the middle of nowhere, we can find some certain types of Pokemon that may not be in, like, the cities. Or whatever.
The implication is that you have to go to certain areas, but water Pokemon, you have to go to a lake or a reservoir or something. You have to go somewhere with water to get.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, it's on a map, right? That's all that matters.
I mean,
there's a lake right up the road from us.
Yeah, so I assume we can just drive up to the lake and catch a
I see if it's coming out, us just like driving around our area. Like, hey, let's go around here and see what we find. That kind of thing.
Yeah,
like
it'd
a little
be really
road,
funny
road
if
trip.
we're just like driving down the road and all of a sudden like there's a Charizard over there.
We gotta stop, pull over. I gotta go catch this Pokemon.
No, I'm gonna catch it. And it was like, my question is like if two people are playing in the same area, are they gonna see the same Pokemon,
or is it generated for
just
them?
For you? Yeah.
I don't know. I'm really intrigued by it.
The concept's interesting. Hopefully, it plays out as interesting as it seemed like it would.
Yeah. Well, it's not Peter Molyneux promising.
Yeah, that's true. Anything. So we should be okay. They put a lot of money into it, so. Nintendo, or I don't know if Nintendo, but the Pokemon company and
Game
Google,
Freaks or whoever.
Yeah, they've a bunch of companies have put a bunch of money into it, and
I'm really fascinated by it.
It seemed like they're doing a lot of.
It
stuff
seems like the way to go, to really kind of have the most. Yeah, innovation with a Pokemon game.
Yeah, so we'll see how well that plays out. I'm interested in it.
We'll keep an eye on it.
Mm-hmm. And
definitely try it out when it gets here.
Yes, definitely.
Do you have anything on your wish list?
I have one more little thing I wanted to talk about.
Oh yeah,
real quick.
Yeah, real quick.
So I saw this. I haven't watched it yet, but okay. So right now, primaries and elections are going on.
Yeah,
and it's a whole mess. But anyway, someone took. You remember the game Worms? Armageddon?
Yeah.
It's a side path going. You have a worm, then they fight and blow stuff.
It's like tanks or something.
Yeah, it's kind of like tanks, but with worms, and they all have to. Someone took that and put all the candidates because you can change the names of the worm.
Okay.
Named them all the candidates that are in the election.
Okay.
And let them go.
Like an AI fighting?
An AI battle. So there's no actual. And then they also put some random groups of people names. So there's like a worm for the disabled. But they don't get a turn. They just skipped every turn automatically. So basically, to see which one would survive. And from the post I read, none of them survive. None of the groups survive. Only the AI.
Of course not. Yeah.
Yeah, and so I don't know who won.
The whole thing's an analogy.
I'll probably watch it and see who won. But
a bunch of idiots fight and everyone loses.
Yeah, basically. Okay. And so it's like a 30-minute video.
30 minutes? Wow.
27 minutes, something like that.
I don't know if
I think I'm just skip to the end and see who won. But it's like this. It's
like a weird battle royale.
Yeah.
Thing. Okay, that's all right. Okay, that's weird.
It's really weird, but it's kind of funny.
I don't know if I have the
kind of depressing.
Yeah,
but it's kind of funny. Anyway,
yeah.
Wish list. I don't really have anything new.
I spent a lot of time last week talking about flight controls. And like Elite Dangerous. And my preparation for No Man's Skies.
And none of that's happened.
None of it's happened, but here's what happened.
Playing
because Stardew happened.
Stardew Valley.
And it has all my love.
Mm-hmm.
But
it only cost $20 or $15.
Yeah, so. But also, here's what it probably would have happened. I probably would own some kind of flight controlled and Elite Dangerous right now.
Yeah.
If the one I want wasn't out of production.
Yeah.
Like, I read around and I found out the one I'm wanting to get, I can't find it anywhere for a reasonable price. I can get it off eBay for like, too much, way more than it. I could buy a better one or a more expensive one for the price they're asking for.
Yeah.
And so the one I want I can't find anywhere. So apparently they're supposed to have some more out in May, maybe.
Yeah.
So which is still before No Man's Sky, so I might hold off.
Yeah.
So, but if that had been like, if I could just go on to Amazon and order that right now,
you would have
I probably would have it. I'd have it, and I'd probably have Elite Dangerous, and that's what would have been eating up all my time.
And you wouldn't have played Stardew Valley.
I would. That might have been the alternate reality. There's an alternate reality right now where I'm playing the crap out of Elite Dangerous and don't even know anything about Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with this reality, but I can see how I would enjoy the other.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. I don't know
eventually at some point.
And that bomb's is gonna drop.
Yeah. I don't have anything new. I want. There's
the same stuff that's on
same
there.
Old stuff. You know,
XCOM 2 is still there.
Is still on our list, and
forever on that list.
We might get it on the Christmas sale later.
Yeah, the end of the year we'll get it for Christmas. Or the summer sale. Maybe the summer sale.
Oh yeah, there is summer.
I'll probably at the time I'm gonna be playing No Man's Sky. Probably.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Always the summer
XCOM 2, you will find your way onto my system
and
eventually.
We'll play you.
I will play you and probably enjoy you.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
All right.
Thank you very much, everyone, for listening.
Yeah, as always,
we really appreciate it. Please keep listening, keep sharing. As always, if you want to see more information, go to deafandumb.com. It's DEAFNDUMB.com. Our Twitter, Facebook's there. There's a bot. You can email us if you feel like doing that. Thank you very much for listening. I'm Dan May.
And I'm Dudley May, and this has been Deaf and Dumb.